We are live doing some Starfinder in the Sven Zone. Everybody say hi.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we have sound. Excellent. Let me turn up. Yep, that's pretty much where as high as it can go. All right. So, when last you guys, when last we played, you had talked to Venture Captain Arvin, who has been giving you your assignments lately. Let you know about a planet that had been found by a Starfinder ship. It had a livable atmosphere and it appeared to be uninhabited. Um, but as the Starfinder ship drew closer to it to get some more detailed scans of what was going on with it, they, there was a automated defense system that attacked the Starfinder ship. And somebody's mic is really loud and hot. And so the ship didn't have weapons or good defenses. It was a supply ship and informational ship, so it retreated, sent all the information back to the Starfinder Society. The planet is called Alitrio. So you were tasked with going to Alitrio, finding out what's going on. It looked like it was uninhabited initially. So your goal is to go there, find out if it is indeed uninhabited. If it is inhabited, make contact. If it is not inhabited, find out what's going on with the automated defense system. Why did it attack? Who built it? All those type of things. Um, so you took off. You were given a Tetra certified translator by Fitch of the Wayfarers. And that you, by given, that means you were loaned it, you signed it, and signed it out, and had to return it when you're done. Um, and this is a very basic type of translator that, after a few minutes of listening to the language, it will start making rudimentary translations for you. Um, and so you guys have that. You were arrived at Alitrio. You were also challenged by this automated orbital drone platform that sent drones at you. You destroyed the platform itself, which shut down all the drones. You grabbed a bunch of scrap, went down and started scanning the planet. You found a single city on the planet. And then as you came in closer, you realized it was surrounded by a force field. So, because the force field prevented you from landing within the city, you then landed outside the city. You were attacked by these strange sand creatures as you approached the city. And after after killing those two creatures, a party of these beetle people approached them and invited you back to their caves. You found out that they are called Gibrani, and they are living in these cliffs. They invited you inside. You went inside, and there was the hunting party that had found you. They traditionally welcomed them back with a celebration, which you were invited to participate in. You did. So there was dancing and eating and festivities. When you were, and that's where we left off. The last thing that had happened is, as the things were winding up, and people started to wander away and settle down for the night, for their rest, a very fancy Gibrani came up. Um, And the difference with her is that she has wings, whereas none of these do. And she also looks different than the other ones do. And that is where we left it. You noticed her as she started walking towards you. So let me close these down. Any questions, any comments before we get going? Anything you want to ask or clarify or add to the recap?
No, I'm good.
We all dance good.
They're very cute.
Okay. Let me find. There it is. All right. So, start off with a quote by Furied Fate, and let's jump right into it. Let's see. Let me send a secret message. All right, and so Fantasy Grounds has switched how they do things now. You go from the book. I still like going from the story entry as a DM. So give me just a second here. I gotta find it because they changed where they put everything now. World
Bastards.
story. Here we are. All right, so you are in. That is 2. We want 3. Yesteryears truth. Here it is. Okay. Checking to see if this is the one I messed with. It is not the one I messed with, so let me see. Sorry, guys. All right, so sadly, the thing is they. Okay. So the jabronis, you see as she's walking towards you, they treat her with respect. Not they don't necessarily. It's not like they're bowing to her or are afraid of her or anything. Um, but they do allow her to walk up to you, sort of get out of her way as she starts working her way over to you guys. She looks at you, and then she's makes a gesture to her throat and her mouth, and her hands light up with energy. And she
Ooh.
uses it to point to Trog at your throat and your mouth. I need mysticism checks if you have mysticism. If you do not, let me get a sense of motive. 15 for the mysticism, 12 for the sense of motive.
I can't tell what the fuck. I'm gonna do it.
I don't fucking know.
If I'm gonna
you
start
Trog?
rolling this way, I'm done.
What? Just roll again, man.
All right, so
Yes,
Trog,
yeah.
you realize that she cast Share Language, the spell, and that she has to touch you for the spell to take effect. So do you allow her to touch you?
Oh.
Reach out and touch me.
And Bobby, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Sorry, I said yes, I let her touch me.
All right, and then she goes over to Riven and Nikos. Doing the same thing. Do you guys allow her to touch you?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and Zitra, you already
Although
have.
I might need therapy after all of this.
What?
So I might need
What'd you say?
therapy after all this is done.
Oh yeah, we all need therapy.
Zitra, you have a spell already on you, correct?
Being a one-legged frog, you probably already need therapy.
I'm not sure. Let me
True.
look.
Especially being that big, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think it's on me right now. I can
what's the
cast
party?
it.
Come here, Artemis.
Yeah, it's weird. I show that you clicked it, but I don't show that it's on your character. That's weird. I could have sworn. We'll just say it is because I'm just apply the effect because I would have bet money. Although, is it a short spell? How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's
You
probably
are the-
why it went away because it's been more than 10 minutes.
You-
All right.
Yeah.
You are the DM, man. You are God. You can do whatever you want, man.
Yep,
Make
I
it
can.
so.
So if you I sent you a private message, Nikos. Did you see it? If you scroll up in the chat, you'll see it.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm looking now. I'm gonna respond.
And all right, so Zitri, if you want to, you can be using the translator. Treble Clef can be standing next to you as the two of you, as she's talking to you guys.
Okay.
She points to herself and introduces herself as Clarima.
As what?
So I will change it
Rima.
Clarima.
in the
That's a pretty name.
Rima.
Do we have a picture of her already?
yes, you do.
Yes. She's the fancy
Can you
one.
throw it up again, please. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. So this is her. Cool. Is that a transmitter? That's a transmitter in her hand as opposed to a gun or something?
She has nothing in her hand. She has something on her belt. That looks like a weapon. Yes.
Okay.
You are unlike any other people I have ever met. Possibly the same is true of you for me. We have much we can teach one another.
Indeed.
So, what is one of the questions you guys would like to ask her?
I think we should ask her about the ship that was shot down.
No ship got shot down.
So it was driven away.
Oh,
It didn't. As soon as they started, the drone started showing up. It took off.
okay.
And sent information back to the Starfinder Society. So
Okay.
Nobody's ever landed here or got shot down. Yep.
Okay. They were just shot at.
Correct.
Okay. I misunderstood.
So maybe, yeah, let's ask about the security system we encountered. If it was something they put in place or if it was already here.
Standard planetary security. That's what I say.
This must have been from something of our ancestors. We do not travel to the stars anymore. if we ever did. So I don't know what this is, or what that you're speaking about.
Ah,
All right, so you know that this planet is a wasteland. You might know something about that. You know about the city with the force field around it. She looks different from everybody else.
Oh,
Okay, so
could
do
I,
you know? Yeah, go ahead.
what's in the city with the around it?
That is Archaeost, a shining beacon of civilization. One of the few left on this world, I have been told. It is also my home. I can take you there if you agree to escort me across the wastes.
Wow, that'd be
I'm
cool.
game.
I'm down for that. Are you open to other races or peoples coming to visit here?
We have not had any visitors. You would have to speak to the council.
And is the council in the city?
Yes.
All right, then I think a trip to the city is definitely on the agenda.
You see, there was a great war between the nation states. Invisible fire was rained down upon each other and killed most of the living things across this planet. It was only thanks to the foresight of our ancestors that any of us survived to see today.
Oh. Now the security system makes sense.
Many generations ago, after the war, a faction of my people received protection from a divine power named Mother Tulo. They struck out into the wastelands at their deity's behest. In doing so, they eventually lost the use of their wings. These husks, as we call them, are those you see before you. She's motioning to the people around you. Those of us who retain the power of flight are known as membranes by these people. We live within the city of Archaeon.
city of what? Oh, you're reading it. Never mind. How did you pronounce that?
Archaeost.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you know how long ago this Great War was?
Our records do not indicate the
Oh
exact
my
time. It was many, many generations ago.
Maybe the council knows.
Alright, so you guys should all have a pop up.
One of my cats.
Alright, so
Goodbye.
Trog and
Hold
Nikos,
up.
you notice that
Oh.
she's wounded. There's some slices and cuts on her.
Oh,
What happened to you? I noticed that you've got a couple of cuts there. Are you okay?
Well, those in my city rarely leave it. Our ancestors made sure we would be provided with everything we would need. However, I have been afflicted with a case of wanderlust. A near terminal case, it would seem, as my explorations outside the city found me stumbling into a tangle of sore nettles. They scratched me quite a bit, and thanks to the pain, I lost my way. Lucky for me, I crossed paths with these kind husks, who bandaged my wounds and gave me a place to spend the night.
I mean, I do have a med kit and some serums of healing.
I'm tall and handsome.
And Disdain and a couple of the other Jabranis are there as well, and they're sort of nodding or clarifying some things as you guys are talking. Alamor and Cosimo. So it's not like she is hiding anything from them, or there doesn't seem to be any animosity between them. But to answer your statement, she says, "I thank you for your kindness, but these are mostly superficial now. They are the treatment that these husks have provided have made me feel better."
Okay.
Are these husks to be trusted, reliable?
Well, you'd
You
hope
know?
so. We're in their city.
I don't know. Just
And so all four of them that are involved in this conversation nod their heads. She says, "As anything, individuals are individuals, but for them as a whole, the society has been very kind to me." And the saying, the guy that found you and led you back here, he's like, "We are not familiar with your ways. Have we been rude, or we do not mean to cause offense?"
Oh,
no,
n-
not at all.
no offense taken. You haven't been rude at all. You've been very welcoming.
Well, the big blue guy just asked me if we could be trusted. Just saying.
Not not you.
You did ask about them.
Okay, so
That's very
so okay,
specifically.
so Riven would like to make sure that he's close. No, oh, sorry. I have perception high level, but not sense motive. So therefore, even though I have high perception, sense motive isn't going to be helpful. Correct?
What?
It depends on. That's a very open ended statement. If you're trying to find out if they're lying, then yes, sense motive is the way to do that. You can also talk to your teammates in a different language,
Right. Okay.
or on your
Then I will do
comms,
that.
sort of try to quietly whisper in your comm if you want to ask them if they see anything or notice anything.
Yes. Okay. Then Riven's gonna say, yeah, guys. Do we know if these guys are straight up or what?
I mean, they seem nice.
And I'm not getting any heebie-jeebie vibes off of them.
A pedophile
So
is nice.
you know that Trog is your main lie detector, followed by Zitri, and neither one of them have noticed anything fishy.
I'll do a motive roll if you want me to.
I'm fishy.
A what?
You've already done
A
one,
what?
haven't you?
A what roll?
He did perception and mysticism.
Oh, okay.
You can do sense
You want me
motive
to
if
do
you'd
it?
like. Yeah, go for it.
Wow.
Nice. whatever it was.
Okay, again. So what do you? How did you roll that mechanically? By the way.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you,
I just 7 next to it. Like,
So you
or I drag. No, I drug it.
clicked and dragged it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just checking something real quick because I've never seen it where it says assist. I'm just curious what's doing it.
Oh.
Ah.
Did somebody else make a? Oh.
those are horrible dice, dude.
Huh? I can't get it to say assist now. All right. I'm just curious because if there was a way to do that, that'd be cool to be able to say, "Hey, just do this," and then
That's
it will
awesome.
it'll say assist every time you assist somebody, and it will remind me, okay, you're just trying to assist. You're not actually
That'd be
making the
doable.
roll.
It's got to be doable.
So just double click it. Don't drag it. Let me just and then we'll move on.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
this is that.
It still says assist.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird.
Because
That's
it
like
did it with
targeted,
his
targeted.
when he did his other one, mysticism or whatever it was. Anyway, okay, I'll just move on.
Maybe,
It's just
I don't know.
oh, something weird.
So my first
Okay.
roll was a 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, they're bug people. They don't have facial muscles. They have mandibles. They have the wings, the carapace, sort of. Even the husks have like a where their wings would have been are similar in that they can move a little bit and open up to expose if there were wings there. So that type of thing move slightly as a yes, and that's sort of a way to tell their emotions. And you've been there for a couple hours now as you've been eating and dancing and talking and stuff. So
So yeah,
as
I
far
think
as
they
you can
could be
tell,
trusted.
you think that um, they don't seem to be hiding anything or lying to you.
Inhospitable.
Oh, yeah, they can be trusted.
Cool.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's not something that Riven would normally know. So I'm asking, is Riven, insecure in the knowledge that we're okay with these guys? That was the reason.
And
We'll just get a giant bug zap.
so Trouble Clef says, you mentioned there's some who were hurt by these uh,
One others.
sore nettles. What is that? Oh, the sore nettles are a dangerous piece of local flora. They have these very sharp leaves that can catch on the winds. They're not hard to avoid, unless, of course, you're not paying attention and have your head in the clouds.
I have a question. So I know that your different uh types have a shared ancestry. Are there any other like sentient groups that don't share an ancestry with you?
Wow.
She's basically asking if there's other sentient races here.
The Hus and the Membranes are the only Jabrani races, and as far as we know, we are the only intelligent life on this planet,
Uh-huh.
and the only civilization that we know of. Hey, Atomic, how you doing? Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Atomic.
I'm Egg.
Whoop, whoop. Atomic in the house.
deeming a little. Wow. All right, so she's off. She's offering to take you in through the force field to meet the leaders of the city if you escort her back to the city tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. We wanted to head to that city anyway.
I'm down.
Yep.
All right, so you guys get ready for a rest. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before laying down?
Riven's gonna do some stretching and exercising.
Okay.
Can I see if I can find like I don't know if they have like children's books or something. Can I see if I can find one? Citri wants to learn the language, guys.
Give me a percentile. I'll say there is a 25% chance that there's children's books. Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
like,
they
oh
don't
yeah,
have
I
any
jumped
kind of
all zeros.
written things. You see that
100%.
like when you
Bruh.
walked up, you saw that there was one of the elder teaching them how to garden, and was talking. Another one was talking to a group of them sitting in a half semicircle around them. So it seems to be mostly oral tradition here. The Clarima might be different in the city, but all right. So you guys go ahead and take a long rest.
I get another 100 in the city. They just don't write it off.
Nikos and Zitri have already leveled up. Riven and Trog, go ahead and level up to 3.
Because we're cool. We did it in advance. We're cool.
So,
Presuming
okay,
you're taking the
that's-
same class and not multi-classing, then you can just open up your main character and drag it down, or open up classes and drag it over.
How do you do it again? I forgot.
So we go to your main page,
Uh-huh.
and then next to where it says Mystic 2, there's a little cog.
Yes,
And
you gotta
then
click that.
open that up, and
Okay.
you should be able to drag the blue circle next to it. I mean the blue,
I got
blue
the little ribbon thing.
Yep, you should be able to drag that. Click and left, drag it down in the little box underneath Archetype.
Okay.
Let go. Yep, there
Do
you
I?
go. Boom.
I did. I got it. Do I?
All right. So
Any
in
root
the
spells?
chat on the left, what did it say you got?
Okay. One level class of Miss plus one bonus added. Plus one bonus added to reflex. Skill rank for class stick. Added. Feature connection power.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay,
Feature weapon specialist.
right. Specialization.
The theme space pirate.
Okay. All right. So everybody, both of you will get weapon specialization for free. Everybody in Starfinder does when you hit level 3.
Okay, I can
Weapon
close that.
specialization, boom, that's at level. So lung puncture was level 1. All right, so at level 3, you guys also get. So don't forget to add to your skills, your skill ranks.
Oh yeah.
Trog, you do get spells. You also get. I'm looking at what your connection power is. You also get a feat. Both of you get a feat at level 3.
Okay. Let's put like that.
All right, and your flavor is a star shaman. All right, so
Oh, what the heck?
all right, so you get starlight form, and
Oh, that's a cool one.
All right, I'm trying to do my freaking. What? Something not right. It's not letting me.
so on your skills, don't forget highest you can go is 3 in
Yep.
the ranks,
Oh,
and the highest you can go in within your profession one is 2, because you got one for
and
free.
that's the one you have the 2 different numbers, right?
Right, the one on the right is the one you can change. The one on the left is the one that you get for free.
For some reason.
Right,
For
so
some reason,
Riven,
it's not.
in your chat
Yes.
bar, what did it say that you got?
Said, for Riven, it says level 1 of class soldier added to Riven Vega. +1 bonus added to reflex save throw for Riven. Skill ranks for class soldier added to Riven. It says 4 after that. Feature gear boost added to Riven, and featuring weapon specializations EX added to Riven. That's it.
All right, so you get a gear boost.
Right.
The hell?
Here's that. Did you get a pop-up?
Yep.
So look at those lists down below. Pick one. Let me know which one you want.
Okay. For some reason, it's not your skills.
Unlock it.
Okay.
On the
Unlock your
top.
sheet.
There's a lock on the top right. There's like a little padlock. Click that and see if that will help.
Why is that up there now? I don't know what I did. Okay.
All right, at level 3, you get. Oh, you don't get second level spells yet. Okay, so still.
Okay, put that over there. I don't know what I did. Oh yeah, yeah.
As far as skills go, I don't see any of them that have changed.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me.
So you should be able to do it now if you unlock it. I am fixing your weapon specialization.
Locked, unlocked. All right, cat, get out of the way.
All right. Riven, here's weapon specialization. Zitri, if you would verify that you have all of your weapons have a on your damage, it's a whatever the die is +3 or +1.
I will take a look.
Fuck.
Uh,
Come on.
I don't think the grenade counts. So
No,
yeah, that's good.
does not.
Beyond that, all my weapons look good.
All right, what, Apollo? What do you want?
I want some lovin's.
All right, Riven, did you get your pick your thing yet?
Yes, I picked out bullet barrage. And I put it into class abilities, possibly by mistake. Where does it go? My
Okay,
proficiency.
there it is. All right, let's see.
+1 to damage for weapons in the projectile
There
category.
we go.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
All-
it's not
all
being
my stuff
nice.
is
You had it in the
almost-
right place.
2,
That's fine.
Do you
3,
have projectile weapons? Have you been shooting bullets the whole time?
4. Let's bump that up to.
Or don't answer my question, that's fine.
1, 2, 3.
All right, so right now, Riven, you don't have any projectile weapons. So at some point, you need to purchase weapons that shoot projectiles. Basically, bullets or darts. Unless you want to switch. Do you want to keep that or do you want to switch to something else?
Okay.
Hello, Reno, you there? We can't hear you if you're talking.
I heard the thing.
Okay.
Hey, if it's the other way around as far as the laser thing, then it's the laser thing. I thought I have bullets. That's why I went with the bullet barrage, not the laser boost thingy.
No, your sonic pistol does sound, your mercy pistol does electricity, and your laser rifle does laser. None of your weapons do.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you don't mind,
Bullets.
this is not what I wanted at all. So
Or darts.
undo that
Okay.
and then check the one that's for lasers because there was one for lasers. I already closed out the window. I think it was one above it. Yeah, laser accuracy. Gain +1 insight bonus to attack rolls with weapons in the laser category, and I have 2 of them.
No, you only have one. You also have
What?
melee striker, which is something you might like too.
Okay.
You only have the laser rifle. The sonic pistol and the mercy pistol are both different things. But melee
Okay.
uses it when you use your pike, it gives you extra damage.
Right.
So you want the laser
You're saying
accuracy or do you want the melee?
Well, if considering I have laser stuff, I would go with the laser accuracy, I think.
Okay.
Thank you. So it was under special abilities or somewhere else? I mean, class abilities?
Yes, it's supposed to go like the rapid response. It's supposed to be able to drop underneath gear boost and
Yeah.
indent, but it's not, so it's being stupid. So
Okay. Cool.
So,
all right, that's easy enough to fix. You get a +1 with your laser rifle. All right, and they do have power, so you would be able to recharge any batteries.
Yay, power. Woo.
All right, Reno, don't forget your skills, and that you should be done. Oh, a feat. You also get a feat.
Under feet. Under face. Okay.
And then you'll be done. Specialization.
Okay. Well, if you'll throw up the whatever the feats thing is, I'll
Feats are
peruse that.
under character on the right. Or you
Yeah.
can search in Archives of Nethys.
Okay, got it.
And
So I'm not picking that right now.
it's up to you. Sooner you pick it, sooner you have it. Alright, and pretty sure I already gave you your weapons. Yes, all your weapons are done. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get going then.
well,
Trog, did you, so your Starlight form, it's pretty cool. You can transform yourself into a blazing starlight. Does take a standard action, so instead of attacking or casting a spell, you can move and then do this. Your body sheds normal light in a 30-foot radius. You also get a 20% miss chance when somebody tries to shoot you because you're so bright. And then at 7th level, you blind people who are close to you. You can do this right now for 3 minutes. It's 1 minute per level.
Is it for me? It sounds awesome.
So you have a little shiny dwarf.
did you say I get a feat too?
Yes, you get a feat at level 3. Don't forget, Riven, you will get combat feats every even level. So this is an odd level. You can pick anything you want.
You're terrified.
So Starlight form is mine or not?
No, Starlight form is Trog's.
Trogs. Okay. Just want to double check.
Alright, that's that. I'm just trying to find the spells. It looks like it's missing a table. I have to look in the book because I don't see. Yeah, that's weird. It looks like it's missing a table. Mystic.
Oh, I don't know. Can I?
Here it is. Alright, so at 3rd level, you know 4 first level spells and 6 0 level spells. So you get 1 of each, a first level and a 0 level. Because you should have, you have shooting stars already for free. That doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you get 1 of each, Trog. So, alright, so we will move on. Don't forget your skills.
I already did that.
Perfect.
Deflect projectile.
All right, so you guys, I pushed the long rest already. Yes, I did. Okay.
I'm just.
All right, anybody do anything special when you wake up in the morning?
Stretching.
When I wake up,
Yeah, usual athletic shit.
no one want to be.
Don't meet the.
I feel right. Yes.
I guess
All
it
right.
depends on how early we're leaving, but the tree shows up to he's like a morning story time for the kids, and she shows up and just sits in the back and tries to listen.
Okay.
Why is
Nice.
this going? Fucking piece of shit.
Don't think.
All right, just making notes to add the coding that they need for level 3.
Okay.
All right, so in the morning, Alamur and Casimo are the Husk Debranis, and they, as you guys are getting ready to leave with Clarima, they offer you a weapon. It is used by the Husk Hunters, and they also offer you 3 vials of a dark liquid that smells like black licorice.
Yeah.
Yum, for sure. Well, Zitri will take whatever they give us because they haven't shown ill will yet.
And I asked what it is. Hopefully they'll tell me.
Okay.
You asked what?
I
But-
asked what it is.
Oh, yeah, I guess
I
we
did.
could also do that if you're boring.
Hey,
Alright, so it's a
Sweet.
rifle. It's a Hutchket rifle used by, like I said, as the Husk Hunters. Here is the information about it. Oops, why did it not share? Try it again. There we go. So it's a level 3 projectile weapon. There you go, Riven. See, you could have kept this projectile. It does 1d10 with a wound, critical wound. 80 feet, holds 6 rounds.
1d10. That's pretty nice, especially at this level.
For sure.
Everything I have is 1d8 basically, with some bonuses thrown on. But that's a priority rifle.
Alright, so it is a long arm. So check your proficiencies. Who can use long arms?
I believe I can.
Of course,
I
I have
think
long
I need
arms.
to
I can
also-
obviously do long arms.
Yeah, soldiers. Riven can do any weapon. So we know Riven can.
Let's see.
Okay. I should
Nope,
be.
not me.
Alright, Zitri, can you?
Sorry, it's loading. Yes, I can use long arms.
Alright, so it's you and Riven. I don't know off the top of my head what you have. Do either of you want it, or do you want to roll for it? Or are you going to throw it in the ground and step on it and walk away?
Wow.
It's an option.
Yeah, but we're not going to be disrespectful.
It looks like it's better than the gun I currently have. How about you?
Riven, is it better than one you have?
I don't know. Well, if it's a 1d 12, then yeah, it's fucking way better.
No, it's not. It's a
Or is that
1d10.
1d10.
Okay, that's still better. I have 1d8s across the board. So if anybody else does wants it, we'll roll for it. Otherwise,
You want to just roll
I'll-
for it?
yeah, let's do it.
You want to do odds or evens, or whoever rolls higher?
Who rolls higher
Okay.
with the eight-sided dice?
8-sided.
Yep. Oh. You got it.
I got
All right,
it.
so I'm throwing it into the party
Very
sheet,
good.
and they say if you are hurt, this goopy liquid will make you feel better.
Nice. Very nice.
Yummy.
What?
I'll throw that in my bag.
There you go. All right, so they are
You
in
want to say
the.
hi?
There are 3 of them. They're in the party sheet, and
I hear the kitten rumbles.
I hear it too.
Got 2. I need to get them shots. But they're not outside cats.
I might be crazy, but I don't see the stuff in the party.
Buddy?
you don't see what?
I don't see stuff in the party. All I see is the translator. Oh, there we go.
All right.
All I
so-
can do is
Yeah, Liam talked.
All right, so hold
Well,
6.
listen
So
to
they give you 24 rounds. You want to drag those into your
that's good.
Healing.
and 1 extra magazine.
Nice.
It's just flavor. Don't worry about the making sure it's in your part in your
tricks, not the Apollo.
inventory or anything.
By the way, guys, as just a reminder of how stuff works. If you want to take multiple things or all of the things, if you hold shift and then drag it, you just take all of them and not just one at a time.
All right.
Thank you.
So Nikos is taking all 3 healing
Yep.
potions.
Well, I have the med kit, so I would consider myself like the person to do that.
Okay, just make sure you use them.
I'll use them on people. Yeah.
As a fashion statement.
All right,
I
so
didn't
they
think you were going to use them on people, honestly.
they wave goodbye as you head out into the desert toward the city.
Woo!
How far?
The Hutchket is a generational weapon of the Husk Jabranis. It includes some technological elements from the Jabranis' past, but it otherwise appears like an archaic projectile long arm.
Am I supposed to be having a bonus to this? In terms of right now, all I see is the die and not a plus anything.
You said you are proficient in long arms,
Yes,
as whatever class you are.
yes.
Okay. Hutchket. There you go.
Yay! Thanks.
Alright, so she leads you through the Badlands toward the shining metropolis in the distance. Only takes a couple hours. And if the spell wears off, she recasts share language as Zitri is continuing to practice the language, and Trudclef has the translator as well. That is now, it also is continuing to learn and getting better and better at the nuances and the translating.
It's just really hard when you don't.
Translating AI.
So as you approach the edge of this visible force field, looks to be about half a mile away from the city.
You like that?
She pulls out this clunky, ancient-looking data pad from her pack, presses a few buttons on it. Nothing happens at first, and then she looks to be a little frustrated and touches the same sequence of buttons again on the device. And this time, a circular portion of the force field opens. She steps through and gestures for you guys to follow. And then, after you all come
Follow.
through, she hits another button and the force field closes again.
Alrighty.
Very good. What do we see?
Citri's a little bit fascinated with like their old tech. She's like, oh my gosh, this is so retro.
So you see it sparkles off in the distance as you approach it. It's a stark contrast to the desolation that surrounds it. You see the city is sort of a bustling center of activity. You see dozens of winged insectoid aliens going about their business. They seem to be flying from a high doorway to another one across the way. The streets below are almost like an afterthought. You don't see hardly any movement. Every once in a while, you might see a small automated machine trying to look across. You see there are some overgrown flower beds and trees filling the spaces between the roads and hug the side of the small buildings. Though the structures still look sturdy, there are obvious patches of rust and other disrepair. It looks like it really hasn't been that well taken care of. So as you get closer, you see several of them will stop what they're doing and stare at you as you're walking along with Clarima. And after a few minutes, this contingent of jabronis wearing formal armor, carrying weapons that look like tack lashes, fly down and surround you all. Does anybody have bounty hunter, mercenary, or that type of background theme or profession?
Give me a moment. Skills.
Where
Something
that-
similar to that,
where's that under?
having to do with
I'm looking.
law
I'm
enforcement or
Where's-
anything.
Is it
That's
under
a no for
skills?
me.
All right.
theme. Where's my theme?
Well, it'd be profession. Probably be easier to find in skills. Theme is on the front page.
Knowledge of basketball.
Yeah.
It's not anything like that. No.
You are able to tell, Riven, that this is not a basketball team.
Okay.
Or if it
That's
is,
good.
they're not dressed to play basketball.
Are they robots?
No.
You know, I had to ask.
All
I
right,
will be right back.
so I need either. So since you guys can't do the professions skill, you can get a DC 16 sense motive check.
It's motive
I got you.
or
Wow.
wow, that sucked.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Nice.
I know.
totally stunned. I had a +1.
All right, and Trog is close enough to where most of you, um, you notice that they don't seem very comfortable with their weapons, and so she's Clarima steps forward, and she explains to them that you all are her guests, and she's. They continue talking for a moment. Then she turns around and says louder to you all, "Good news! You are going to be allowed to speak to the most elevated."
Well, yay.
That does sound like good news.
And so she leads you to the tallest, fanciest building in the center of the city. The guards fly forward toward an opening about 40 feet off the ground. Clarissa starts to do the same thing, and then she realizes what looking at you guys, seeing that you can't fly. She takes her data pad and punches some things, and sort of stands there awkwardly for a couple minutes as this table-sized hovering drone comes over and comes down. And so you each have a table-size hover drone.
Cool.
And she motions for you all to stand on it. None of you have the ability to fly, correct?
Correct.
Stand on it.
Okay, just checking
Depends
out.
how tall the building
You guys
is
are
that I lock off her.
our spellcasters, so I never know. All right. So these drones that you're standing on are only meant to haul cargo, so there's no real safety measure. There's no rails or seat belts or anything. But
Fine.
go ahead and so you guys start rising up. Treble clefs goes a little bit slower, but the rest of you start to rise up. And I need a
Yeah, triple close up too.
percentile from the four of you, please.
Ooh, I might roll another 100.
Did you say a percentile from everybody?
Yes, and
Yeah,
Zitri,
Okay.
we need your precog things, your paradoxes.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. That's good, that's good, that's good. I think I roll 3. Wow.
Level 3, you can use them for something else now, can't you?
I think so. I don't remember what, because I looked it up a while. But it's something.
All right, so as you guys are rising up, whoosh, and on the drone, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm good.
Nikos, you guys are about 25, getting up to 30 feet up. Nikos, yours, you hear it, and it starts plummeting down, and then it starts up again before it hits the ground, shakes for a minute, and then rises back up.
I'm not liking this.
Zitri's up front zapping hers, and it gets like little boosts of speed.
All right, so it rises you up to the height of the entranceway. where you guys step inside. And the guards continue to usher you through to a large central chamber with vaulted ceilings. There's a large table on one end of the room, and you see 5 membrane jabronis dressed in these elaborate robes. They all stand and they bow.
Could we bow back?
And there is a jabroni steps off from the side and will cast share language on Treble Clef if they want it, and Zitri if you want it. They will cast it on you. The other 3 already have it. You're getting pretty good, so where you can follow a lot some of the words, and you can usually tell when it's a proper noun and when it's not. But especially if it's any kind of music, or if they're talking to each other, it's really hard to follow. If they're talking to you, then you can do okay.
Because of the spell.
They talk faster with each other, and I can't see their mouths, and yeah.
Yes. So Clarima introduces the most elevated council and says that if the PCs want to, they can bestow the blessings of... Oh, I did that. We did that. Okay. So the most elevated are as eager to learn about the PCs as I would presume you are to learn about them.
Citri is very eager, so yes.
Indeed.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they have more information than she did about their history.
What about their culture,
All right,
man?
give me a... anybody who is trained in mysticism can give me a DC 10 mysticism check. And so as you guys are having this conversation back and forth, every time you ask a question, they in turn ask a question. They'll turn to like Treble Clef, do all of your races. Everyone in your race look like you, and they'll ask the same thing to Riven and Nikos, and how did you travel here, and they're basically asking you more information about them as well.
Yes, everyone in my race looks like this. I've traveled all kinds of different worlds and planets in space. Not very many of us actually leave our home planet.
So, as you mentioned the background, the council explains that their ancestors used to worship a god of battle and conquest. But they themselves don't really see a need for religion. The city itself provides for all their needs. And those Trog and Nikos, you're pretty sure that this is the deity they were talking about is a form of the deity Demoritosh.
Oh.
And their answers to you are pretty much just more of the same that she's given you already. Many generations ago, there's not a whole lot of specifics. But there was the Great War, wiped everybody out on a planet, but their individual ancestors here in this city made the city, made the dome to protect them, and then shortly afterwards, they're not really clear as to the timeline exactly when, but a group of the Jabrani left following Mother Tulu, and they then, over centuries, became the Husk Jabranis. And a bell rings out throughout the room, and Clarima visibly perks up. Oh, dinner! It feels like ages since I've had a proper meal. So the guards had been standing at attention near the door. They pull up chairs, and a table rises from the floor, and there's a handful of hovering drones enter from a previously hidden hatches in the walls. So you all sit down and join the elevated ones. I mean, and they place ceramic plates and utensils in front of each person. The utensil each person receives a flat piece of metal with a slight indent at one end, almost like a spoon. You are then given a serving of a thick, light tan liquid in which floats irregular chunks of protein. It's got a smoky, cheesy odor. And as you see them starting to scooping up, and Kalima turns and says, "This is our traditional dinner of kalji." Doesn't really translate into common, but
Fair.
it looks like that, kalji.
Okay.
Looks like what?
Kalji, it's in the chat. All right, it doesn't look very appetizing. I mean, it doesn't look very appetizing. As they're eating, they're looking at you and expecting you to eat. Is anybody not going to eat?
Oh, I plan on eating. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, as soon as I watch somebody else to make sure that, like,
How
yes,
to eat it?
this is supposed to be
Yep.
eaten. How do I use this utensil? I'm joining it.
Yep.
All right, so is anybody, Riven and Trog, are you guys eating as well?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yep.
2, 3, 4. It is. All right, so you all should have a thing in front of you.
I barely keep it down.
All right, so it does not taste very good at all, and Trog, you have a problem, and you immediately spit it back up, as the taste and texture is revolting to you guys. You can still try to pretend to eat it with a bluff check. So you can just, like either pushing it around your
Yeah.
plate long enough to look as though you've eaten it, or spitting a hunk of it back into a napkin or something like that.
Come on, man, don't ruin this for us.
Nice. Okay. So, as you guys are eating, or quote unquote eating, the power goes out.
Uh-oh.
The good news is, for you especially, Trog, this gives you a chance to sort of get rid of some of that food off your plate.
Yeah, he dumps it into the bowl.
Is there like a plant nearby I can scrape it in?
As the lights come up, Riven has twice as much on his plate.
I don't know.
Raise my eyebrows.
But the light snaps back on a moment later, and the Jabani don't really seem to notice.
What?
Is that something that happens often?
The mainframe acts up occasionally, but it always self-corrects after a few seconds.
I understand if this is too sensitive, but I work with electronics a lot. If you want me to look at it.
Oh no, the city takes care of itself. The city has always cared for us.
Oh,
Need to get some rest. Stay safe, adventurers. Atomic says. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Atomic.
comic.
Don't forget,
Good
check
night.
him out Monday through Friday, first thing in the morning. Over here on the left coast, he is 5 to 9. Over on the right coast, 8 to noon. Check him out. He does different things every day. All right. They explain that the mainframe is the heart of the city, and it's constructed by their ancestors. Provides continuous power, houses them all the drones. It caters to their whims. As far as what you're suggesting, it is taboo for any Jabrani to enter the area of the city where it's housed.
Oh my gosh. They're
So
gonna be
they
like
never
the breaks.
they've learned not even to question it. They're not allowed to go in there.
But
When-
who takes care of it? I mean, I understand that the city takes care of you, but who takes care of the city so that the city continues to take care of you?
Oh, the city continues to take care of itself. It has been this way for countless generations.
We're sneaking in.
We're so sneaking in.
Ding, and as you finish talking, the dinner chime rings again, and these drones come in, and they place clean plates on top of your dirty ones, and a couple of the drones squirt Calgy across the table. They Jabronis sort of smile as much as they can smile with their big mandibles, and uh, it's clear that even those of you like Riven who don't have a lot of sense motive, it's clear that they're a little embarrassed, but they're trying to act as if this is normal. And then about a minute afterwards, the drones come in again and start to take away all the plates and clean up the messes that they made and stuff.
That's fine. We're all good.
Zitri's heart is like breaking a little bit seeing all these drones that are like kind of in disrepair. She's like, no, I want to take care of them. I want to fix them up.
All right. So as you're talking and mentioning these type of things, Clarima mentions there really there's while the tradition does say that Jabranis are not allowed to enter the area,
We're not Jabranis.
she's not aware of anything that says non-Jabranis can't enter the area.
Hell yeah.
And it's also very clear where it is. You can see it from where you all are. It's down on the
I like her a lot.
in a building
Is she
across the street from
like telling this to us while we're like pulled off to the side, or is she saying this like in front of
So we,
everybody?
she's just sort of in a lower conversational tone to you.
Okay.
And
so we don't have to sneak in.
yeah, I've always been interested in it, but I would never break tradition. So I won't go with you if you would choose to go.
Fine. Be that way.
Oh, we're going.
So guys, as
Oh,
you guys finish meeting up, she says, "We have requested that some ground level warehouse be made into sleep quarters for you. I can offer, allow me to lead you there and show you where you can rest for the night."
Thank you very much.
The hay barn with a bunch of hay.
All right, and as you guys leave, get ready to leave. One of the most elevated comes towards you and says, presents you with this dark blue metal crown embossed with a silver thread
Ooh,
as a welcome gift.
that's cool.
That's pretty.
Indeed.
All right. I have in. Doesn't look like I have it here. Give me just a second here. Identify creatures. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's mysticism. Give me just a second here. I'm trying to remember. There is a definitive way. I was looking the other a while ago, and there is a clear, spelled out way to identify items.
What are you talking about?
He's trying to identify the crown.
All right, so you have to use the identify spell to attempt to identify the function of a magic item or technological device. And detect magic, I think, also allows you to get a bonus to that. Anyway, so they tell you what this does regardless. It is a mind link circlet.
Hmm.
You can telepathically communicate with any creature within 30 feet with which you share a language.
Okay.
It is technological and magical, meaning it's a hybrid item. I will put it in a party
Very nice.
sheet. I would
Just so that you
presume,
wear all
although
the
they're
time.
not here, this do they do that already? Yeah, so Troubleclef already has that. They can telepathically speak within 30 feet of with anybody they share language. So
Right.
Troubleclef doesn't need it. Zitri seems to be a linguist, so I don't know if they really want it. But does anybody have a hankering for this mind link circuit?
I'll take it if nobody wants it.
All yours, man.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I'm going to put it on.
Alright, so Trog, go ahead and grab it from the party sheet.
Alright.
And I didn't
And it
mean
goes into gear, right?
Zitri, am I presuming correctly, or is it something you want?
Sorry, I had myself muted. Yeah. I'm cool with Trog having it.
Okay.
I imagine he puts it on before they even finish describing what it does. It's like, ooh, cool.
To my... Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay, got it.
Alright, so
Uh-uh.
I will
Meow.
That's Apollo.
Alright, so you guys successfully stomached the traditional meal, the membranes, the calgy.
At least made them.
As long as at least half of
Hungry.
you managed to keep the food down or succeed in a bluff check, in which case all of you did, so that was great. So you guys get another long rest. Next morning, you guys do your normal exercise routines, stretches, and stuff. Riven and Nikos working out together a little bit,
Yep, indeed.
and
That's my life, man. My life.
As you're heading out, she meets you and she has a pistol.
Hey, Bob,
What?
your mic is on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have a
Can I-
picture for this. But she offers it to you all. I don't know that you all want it. It is a laser pistol. Pretty much similar to what you guys already have. It does 1d6 fire damage. Has a burn effect. Range of 80 feet. Holds 20 charges.
Wow. 80 feet's pretty good.
So it's pretty similar to what you already have. Does anybody need it?
I certainly don't.
What kind of damage does it do?
1d6. Should be in the middle of your
Does
screen.
better damage. And it's a pistol?
Correct. It's a small arm pistol, correct.
Take it.
Alright, so I'm just going to add it to your gear. There you go. Postcaster, serum, membrane holder pistol, equipped. Actions, there it is. Let me add the special station. Boom, there you go. Alright. So you saw, I said there isn't a picture, but it's the same pistol that she has on her, which is in her picture. So the building that houses the mainframe is near the outskirts of Archeost, on the opposite side of the city where you guys came in. As you approach, you see there's more of concentration of drones and other hovering robots in this neighborhood itself. Not as many people live here, but there are more drones. You see this large doorway going into the structure, and a ramp descends into an open garage-like space. You guys do anything special as you're getting ready to go down?
I don't think so. We're good.
If he asks Clarima if she can look at her data pad just to get a little bit familiar with the technology.
She's not with you anymore. She's
Oh,
handed him to you the
Never mind.
pistol, showed you where to go, and waved goodbye.
never mind.
But you could have done that any time throughout the night or the night before. So you're just trying to get an idea of what again?
Of just like what kind of technology they have in terms of
Okay.
like
So there is a little bit of a language barrier, but she will allow you to see it, and it gives you an idea. So I'll say that you have a +2 when it comes to working with Jabrani technology.
yay.
Yeah.
All right, so as you come down this ramp, you see there's a large garage-like space, and looks to be like thousands of drones stored here. Most of them are powered down. You see others that are being repaired by other drones. And so as you're walking through, there are patches of areas where nothing's going on, and then frantic activity as you come down, and continuing it down this curving ramp that keeps going down farther below. You see a couple signs in Jabrani that say taboo area and keep out, especially as you when you first came in. And then there are several that have, as you enter the garage itself, you see images that have these signs of like the electrical sign when you touch wires, don't touch the wires, and then it shows a person being zapped
By the wires.
and things like that to accentuate the point. And then you finally reach a hallway that branches off from the garage.
A hallway that brings
Ow.
them.
Come on. Where
So
is
we're
it?
not on. We are not
There it
on this
is.
map, correct? I can close this thing out.
All right. Does somebody want to run treble clef?
Not really. No.
All right. So there's your map. You zoom in a little bit and do. That.
Right, though.
So the hallway itself opens up into a room. Looks like it's made of some sort of white plastic. The garage itself was some more smoky, grease stained. This place is like in stark contrast to that. You hear fans whirring overhead. There's track lighting along the floor that illuminates most of the chamber, and you see white coveralls hanging on the wall behind a bench to the north. And there's a large door that leads to the east. And the tokens are unlocked. What just happened? Yes.
Fight the monster and loot the room.
Citri's taking a look.
All right.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Riven can also do that as well.
Okay, from where you
Kill
are,
the
you
world.
see the door and the hallway and the lights.
And well, can I move if I'm moving?
Tokens are unlocked, he said.
I will do that then.
Perception.
Scoot
So
over.
you are able to tell that these coveralls are for Gibrani.
Yeah, might not fit.
Riven, you're looking at them. You notice that they stretch and are malleable, so you could put them on.
Put them on, you said. Okay.
It could be stretched onto any humanoid body.
Right. That's fine. I'm not planning on doing anything like that right now.
And they look like coveralls, so they. What you would normally wear coveralls for?
So your
Farming
clothes
difficulty.
don't get dirty.
Correct. Yep. All right. What else you guys doing? Are any of you can? So, are the two of you doing anything else with the coveralls?
I
No,
might
not
be
at all.
all for them.
Go for it.
Thanks for taking those away.
All right. Nikos, Trog, you guys do anything besides standing in the hallway?
I just got back, so yeah, I can come in here.
So, I guess so. Door.
All right. And so, Zitri, you were cut out halfway through. You said the coveralls would be too small for you, so you're not putting them on?
Uh, she says that she's probably too small for the coveralls, so she's not putting them on.
Okay.
Didn't you just say they kind of
Snapped. Snap two.
Stretch, not like get smaller.
stretch? Then I'm probably not gonna put them on.
Well, I'm not putting them on. There's too many legs for me.
Well, you
No
could
space
like
bag.
wrap one up as
No
like a
space
belt
bag,
or
guys.
something.
Fucking no space bag, guys.
Nah, I'm good.
It's not. It's
All right. Well, if nobody's putting on the coveralls, shall we proceed to the next room?
yes, please.
Um, just because I can. I don't expect anything to come up, but Citri's going to be concentrating on detect magic. Just in case. Anyway,
Sounds good. Sounds awesome.
she's gonna open the door.
All right. So, as you touch the
Right there,
door,
ready to go.
um, it does not open. There's a thing in the way. Just a moment. Shit. The heck? They change how this works? There we go. Okay, good mistakes. All right. As you touch the door, I need this arc of electricity comes out,
Oh, perfect.
and 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry, guys.
It's not letting me roll. Okay, so I need a reflex DC 14 for Riven, Trog, and Zitri.
Reflex.
I do also have resist 5 for electricity. Damn.
Reflex. I didn't.
All right, so half goes to Zitri. Riven also saved.
Yay.
As Zitri jumps out of the way and Trog wonders what's happening, he gets blasted by the full amount.
Vent.
Whoops.
I'm not sure you did that right.
Yes. You and you and Riven got 10. Your resistance was made at 5. And Trog took the full amount of 21.
But we also already took the 21. So we took the 21 and then the 10.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Maybe that wasn't what we were supposed to do. You guys okay? I think you're okay. And then Zittri's gonna go like take another look at the overalls and see if like there's some sort of like chip or something in the sleeve or
All right. Give me a perception check. You do not see any kind of you do not detect any kind of magic. You do not see any kind of electrical lumps or bumps or anything on there that would seem to indicate what you're looking for.
this is the only clue we have. So even if it's gonna be a little bit big on her, Zittri's gonna put on the coveralls, guys.
Yes, please do.
And then once she does that, gonna go back to the door and tell you guys to maybe back up this time.
Yeah, come back here with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back. I want to move back.
All right, Riven, move yourself where you're going to go.
I'll be
Please
closer
move.
by the door.
No, move away from the door.
So you know that you can try to
Right.
you can try to break through the door. You can use engineering to try to get through it as well.
Oh, shit.
Engineering is
Maybe
not
we
that
should
great.
use engineering, guys. I'm good at that.
I'm not good at all.
So Zitri
Well,
put on the coveralls for good luck, I guess. And then she pulls out her engineering toolkit and starts fiddling with the door, try to get it open.
All right, so Trebleclef is not trained in engineering. Is anybody trained in engineering who can assist?
nope.
I
Not
think
at all.
I might be able to. One moment. And nope.
Okay. So I have an engineering toolkit, and then I have a +2 to interact with Jabrani tech. Does that come into play here? I think it comes
does,
into play
yes. Uh-huh.
here. Okay, guys. Here's hoping. Woo! 5.
Okay. It is a DC 17.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you find
There we go.
and disable the trap. You would have had anybody wearing the coveralls gets a +1 bonus to the reflex save on the trap if anybody was wearing it. You don't need it anymore because you were able to overcome that.
No, the coveralls are for good luck.
All right, so with that, you are able to unlock and open the door.
Well, I guess we have to be looking for traps, guys. Oops. And Citri is leading the way into whatever this room is.
All right, so you see um, so Nikos and Riven, are you getting close to the doorway at least?
Yes.
Yeah, now we are.
Heading on it.
All right, so you see these 4 pillars, each glowing with different
Okay.
with circuitry, break up the floor of the chamber. There are 4 power generators in between the pillars, and they are humming with energy. You see lights coming from the floor. There's another door going further east from where you are. And you see that there are, as you enter into the room, these doors slide into the wall. And there are 4 robots that step out.
Citri is very excited. I know they're probably about to start shooting us, but she's very excited. They're alien robots, guys! I'm so excited!
Hopefully you can fix them.
All right, so
I swear you guys destroy all of the wiring. I'm never going to forgive you.
everybody give me initiative. Where is Trebleclef? Main initiative.
Oh wow.
All right, so they say
Beep, 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 beep,
um,
Thanks.
beep, 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 beep.
and you guys right now are all speaking. Actually, no, it would be the next day, so it would Trebleclef and Zitri. So Trebleclef says, they're saying that we have to leave. Zitri.
No, we're fixing you. It's like, no, Zitri's fixing you.
All right. So all of you can. I'm gonna say all of you can see him, even though you can't. Give me a life science or perception. 16 DC for life sciences or 20 for perception.
Which one do I have?
I don't know.
You know what?
Will do.
I'm done. I'm done. I quit for the night.
So Riven and Trog,
Change your dice color.
you recognize that these forms are a combination of the husk and the membrane physiology. thick shells, but they also have wing-like appendages.
Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
Repeat-
so maybe the membranes got thinner skin.
All right, Citri, what would you like to do?
Um, would I be able to say like something basic in Jabrani at this point?
You can try, yes.
Okay. Just gonna try.
All right, and give me. Here's my skills. What is your profession?
Roboticist?
I'll let you use. I'll let you use that. Oh, that's right. Never mind. You don't use that. So, give me a is there a performance? Give me a second. Trying to find.
Diplomacy? Perchance?
Yeah, diplomacy or culture.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my paradox because I can. So that would be a 19 plus 9. So that's 28. And
Okay.
then because the one I get to reroll it.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Woot.
Are you doing moving or anything else?
No, she's like kind of like putting her hands up, trying to be non-threatening until
Okay.
they start shooting.
Are we in combat mode or are we moving?
We're in combat.
Okay.
So this one, it sort of leans over so he can see you from around the pillar, but he says, and another one
No.
says,
But yes, I am.
all right,
No.
Trog,
Yep.
what would you like to do? Don't forget you can move through people just fine. I'll go ahead and turn the grid on since you guys like to see the little squares.
I'd like to see the little square.
I like to be able to see where I'm standing, like not in the middle of a cross section, like I am right now.
Well, I'm in the way of everybody, so
So keep in mind the squares, the gray squares, are generators. So they're
Okay,
about
right.
3.5. If you think of an outside air conditioner, they're that size, 3.5, 4 feet tall. You can duck behind them to cover if you want.
okay.
The blue circles go all the way up to the ceiling. Those are pillars, so those you cannot see through or move through. You can try to climb over the generators if you want. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. All right, so Trog, you move up.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him why.
So right now, you guys
Why do we have
only
to
the
leave?
treble clef and Citri are the only ones who can understand them. Treble
Oh, the
clef
spell
is
wore off.
right. That was yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
You see Zitri
My
trying
bad.
to speak to them, and she's also yelling what they're saying. Has been telling you guys through the comm unit. I forget. He doesn't have to yell. All right, and we'll
Well,
go. Would you like to? Let me go ahead and switch the view. There we go.
yeah, I'm just. I'll say that's my turn.
Okay,
Not gonna.
Riven.
Yes, I'm gonna move to the south here. Says, we're trying to go in and being nonchalant or non-threatening, so I'm not gonna have anything threatening other than my blazer thing on my shoulder, which is already there.
We just walk on through the room. Leave the room. Go through the other door.
Or
Pretend like they're not even here.
They didn't say which way we had to leave.
I don't even.
Romeo.
Yeah, that's gonna go over well with them.
So
Damn, and that one grows to be
Nope.
half.
holy fuck! He's like
Man, it's
taking up
spot.
the whole room.
Also, Sven, I think your color
that's
palette is a
so-
little bit off there. The colors are aqua and a gray brown.
This looks great to me.
And the things. Wait, that's not even close to blue. I'm just saying. Give me a hard time. Okay, whoever's next, let's do it. I have no diplomacy or anything like that, so I'm not even going to bother trying to.
All right, Nikos.
Well, Nikos is just gonna move into the room and go this
Hop from one
way
way-
and this way.
Okay. Don't
Kind
forget
of
your points.
assessing. Already done. So that was 15 feet. I'll go this way. Another 10. And I'm not shooting at anything at this point. I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Okay.
Because Zitri doesn't want me to damage them.
So sorry if you get hit first.
But I hope she understands I might not have a choice either.
I know. If you get hit, feel free to hit back, but alien robots, guys.
Awesome.
All right, Travel Club will come in and see that Riven and Nikos are right there. So she's going to tap into another dimension. And the area in front of this robot becomes all rickety and bowed and is difficult terrain. Eight, okay. Turn it. All right, so that is their turn. Top of the next round, Riven.
Okay.
So if you're gonna move through the cracked squares, it is difficult terrain. Half movement.
But I don't necessarily want to do that, do I? I can just casually move over this way. No, it's not a good spot.
As he walks through the cracked part.
Well, the crack. Oh, that's
Okay, going
considered a
up to the
crack part.
pillar.
No, that's not a crack part. Right there, yes.
You're a crackpot.
Is it? No, it's not.
Are
I
you
said
doing
you're
anything
a
else?
crackpot.
Oh, I'm gonna move up to a truck here. There you go. That's
Okay.
it.
All right. He is going to. Eye laser comes shooting out. Nice.
It's just
Wonder if that.
As he's shooting at Trog and Zitri, why isn't it working? Come on. These are identified. I don't know why they're unidentified. Okay. Oh, it helps if you hold the right button. Okay.
that's crazy.
Indeed.
All right. So you
Oof.
two are under the effects of harrying fire.
Harry fire. Frame,
Harry fire.
flamethrower with a bad attitude.
All right. This guy can see Nikos.
No.
His eye beam comes shooting out. It would have been a 26. Did you get blasted? And then it's going to move. Zitri.
Oh,
So this
I
thing
know
is.
they've already shot. But I know they've already shot, but I still want to convince them. So, can I climb up on the generators?
Give me a athletics or acrobatics. So a 1.
Ooh.
It's not difficult. It's just a matter of luck check.
Oh, that was
No problem.
almost a 1.
So it's humping
So,
underneath you, vibrating a little bit. Again, think of an air conditioning unit without the air, without the fan.
So, Citri, did just use her engineering toolkit to open this door. So I imagine she still has it in her hands. She's like holding it up and like trying very clumsily trying to string words together.
All right, are you just focusing on one in particular or just saying it in general?
Well, I kind of put a pillar in between me. Yeah, so say it to the uh target mode. That's not ping. She'll say it to this one.
Okay.
Kind of making eye contact with him.
I'll
Even
take
though
a
he's got laser.
diplomacy check.
I really want this to work, guys. I'm gonna use the 18. So 18 plus 9, so 27.
Okay. Do you get to re-roll it again?
No,
Okay.
just once. And I will happily use my whole turn to do that because I think
Okay.
it's important.
All right. So this one's going to move up. He has a +2 because of the harrying fire. There we go. As it calls out.
Oh, sucks for you guys.
And tries to slam into Trog. All right, let me double check. I always forget the two mixed up. There's harrying fire and the other one.
Covering fire.
The next ally to attack that foe gets +2 to their attack roll. I was correct. Okay. Covering fire is the other way around. All right, so he gets a +2 to hit. As he tries to slam into you, you're trying to duck these lasers from the guy below. 19 on the dice. As he punches you. Doosh. Nikos.
Nikos is, well, did I target that person? Yes, I did. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Well, got hit. Not really happy, but kind of sort of happy. But I'm gonna throw the star knife at him.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right.
Whoosh.
That's so
Clang.
sorry, man.
Are you gonna move or anything else?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like duck this way.
5 feet?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you will have cover from him and the other one, the two to the south. All right, Trouble Clef is going to... Is this the one I think it is? No, this is the touch one. Overheat's the one I thought I was thinking of. All right, so they're going to step forward and try to touch this guy. Reach out with a gun. A little harder in the 2D mode. Hey, stop it. There we go. And touch. No, that was the effect. There we go. Why me? For 2d4 rounds, any attack that misses a target adjacent to you is re-rolled against you. Okay. Trog. Big Bear steps up next to you, tries to touch. See the sparks coming from her hand. And we cannot hear you if you're talking, Bobby.
What's that?
It's your turn. You got a bug in your face and a bug from below shooting at you. The one in front of you just smacked you in the face with his arm.
Okay. No
Punched
more
you.
mystery. I guess it's too late for me to
You cut out. It's too late for you to do what?
switch pistols. I'm using the pulse cat.
Well, he's adjacent to you, so he'll get an attack of opportunity if you attack with a pistol. You want to use your melee weapon. He's right up on you. Your spear.
Oh, I missed.
It would help if you targeted them.
A 9 is a miss. Yep. All right. Are you going to move for anything? 5-foot guard step or anything?
Yeah. We'll go.
All right. Just get some cover from the guy down to below. And it's his turn. All right. So I'm going to say there is a 70% chance he's going to hit you again. Nope. He switches to the bear. Since it's a larger target, he's going to try to punch him. Why did it roll twice? Not sure why I rolled twice, but they fumbled the first time. So this is kinetic. Bonk. You must attempt a disarm combat maneuver against a randomly determined adjacent creature. Okay. Oh, because I have 2 of you targeted. That's why. My the tree. So with your roboticists, you know that they're not targeting you.
My God, sorry. Very distracted by stuff going on. Okay. Well, if they're not firing on me, Zitri's going to like come around and like try to take a look at them to see if she can like identify like weak spots.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so give me a engineering check.
Okay.
Turn it.
-5 to the DC to identify technology. I don't know how many of the things. I don't think the engineering toolkit would come into play, but this
No,
is
toolkit
Gibran.
does not affect what you're doing. All right, so with a 19, you are able to get 2 pieces of information.
I do also have a feat called opposition research. So
Okay.
I learned one of its weaknesses in addition to any piece of information that the check qualifies me for.
It's vulnerable to critical hits and electricity.
Okay. You said 2 pieces of information.
Correct.
Um, what attacks do they have?
They have a laser and a punch.
Okay. Do they have any immunities?
Construct immunities.
Okay. I don't know what those are. Let's see. Not yet have construct on the immunities list. Do you have those available, or do you want me to look them up and then add them?
I have it here. Unless obviously it specifies that they work against constructs. I'll add it to the list. Stop typing. There you go. You can fix it as however you want.
Thanks.
All right. So what are you doing besides that?
Goodbye.
She's telling everybody first off, and then I
Okay. So
mean,
if you're gonna pass on all that information, that's gonna take your whole round. Okay. So this guy is shooting at Nikos. And moving forward. He hits. This guy is moving forward. And let's see, he's sort of wobbling and twisting and turning as he's being faced with this weird floor. All right, 15 is enough. He maintains his footing. He doesn't really have a clear shot. But the clearest shot he has is with treble clef, so a partial cover. Even with partial cover to hit. Nikos.
Am I able to see that robot?
The one you have targeted? Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw something else at it now.
Okay.
Since I threw my knife away. I'm gonna throw the axe.
As a hit.
Alrighty.
Clang. Trog.
Alright.
Riven, you're on deck.
Okay.
Go.
Moving over there, okay.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. Eh,
Okay, you didn't say what you're doing, so I don't know. You don't have them targeted. Who are you shooting? What are you doing?
Oh. It's that one. That one.
20 target.
Number 4.
Ugh.
Okay. And so 20. Let's see. That's hit.
Nice.
And is vulnerable, so it takes a little extra damage because it's vulnerable to electricity. Riven.
Okay.
So you're standing
I'm
behind a
gonna
pillar.
step
There's a robot behind a pillar behind you,
right
and
there.
then the other one's across the room. All right, you're stepping up.
Yes. And I'm gonna stab him with my pike.
Okay.
Um, I was gonna ask you, is the range on the pike an extra 5 feet or not? Oh,
Yes.
it's a fairly. It is. Oh, okay.
As reach.
Target. Maybe. So, oh man.
12
That's a
scrapes
do-over.
against it. You got this pillar right next to you. You don't have as much room to swing it around.
Exactly.
All right, and Treble Clef is going to try. I think she has a bonk stick. Let's see. Oh, it's just claws. I think she's instead going to use her misfire. Yes. She's going to try to. It fails. All right, so it's going to miss its next turn, which will be next week, or 2 weeks from now, rather. And this is the one that gets it. Good, so I'm just going to skip him because he goes to use it, and her spell causes him to glitch. All right. Well, thank you for playing with me, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Come back next week where we're doing some Horizons of the Vast. And in 2 weeks, we'll come back here with these guys. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night,
Good night,
guys.
Hey, guys.
Good night, guys.